Hello everybody and welcome back. Right off the bat, I'm gonna say this video is unscripted, as is most things with my content. So if things sound weird, if the way I talk sounds weird or whatever, it's just because I'm going off of my small little pea brain and can't hold more than 2 words at a time before it runs out of memory. So I've been wanting to make a video like this since whatever you see on the screen. Since August of last year. Wow, I actually didn't know it was that long. Holy crap. So as you may know, if you're watching this video, the name on my channel is Starbuck. I don't want to go too far into how I got that name and blah, 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 blah. Anyways, since the creation of this channel I actually don't know, let me look it up. Since July 27th, 2015, and that's going off my main channel, by the way, not the one that you're watching this video on. So since 2015, I've had the name Starbuck, or some form of it. I originally started off as Starbuck333, then Starbuck YT, then Starbuck, then Starbuck Fox, the Starbuck channel, then back to Starbucks Fox. Anyways, it's always been Starbuck. Starbuck is the name that basically everyone knows me by. All my social medias are some form of Starbuck or Real Starbuck or Starbuck Fox. And it's been that way forever. I basically don't have any other in-game names besides Rainbow Six, in which case I use the name Rarity a bunch. But even then, that's just a nickname. It isn't permanently on my Ubisoft account. So the name Starbuck has caused me a whole lot of issues with YouTube and some other social medias, but mainly it's YouTube. So if you were to go, you can do this on computer or on mobile or whatever. If you were to go to the search bar and you just type in Starbuck, you're gonna see a whole lot of Starbucks coffee and a whole bunch of just other coffee related things. That's one of the reasons in the first place why I added the Fox to the end of my name. Now it's Starbuck Fox, or in this case on this channel, it's Starbuck Kitsune. So if you type in Starbuck Fox into the YouTube search bar, you actually get my channel. The same thing with Starbuck Kitsune. If you type that in, you will get this channel right here. The problem is I've never really liked this method of having people find my channel through having to search Starbuck and Fox. Because usually when someone has multiple things in their name, multiple words, I guess you could say, usually you just have to search one of the words and you can find the channel. And in most cases, I've noticed that people prefer to just search Starbuck over Starbuck Fox. One example of this, if you want to test it out for yourself, is if you go into the search bar and you search Pyro, you will get Pyrocynical Live or Pyro Live, which is one of Pyrocynical's channels. So instead of having to type in the entire word Pyrocynical Live or Pyrocynical or any of his other channels, you can just type in Pyro, hit enter, and you get the thing. If you type in Starbuck and you hit enter, you just get coffee stuff. Another issue I've run into by having this name is a lot of the different social medias and stuff. Whenever I choose an @ or I choose a username or whatever, a lot of them already have Starbuck taken. Even if, you know, the official Starbucks on those different websites goes by a different @ they go by Starbucks Coffee or something. Usually the social medias will take up the @Starbuck just so that people can't try to impersonate, because Starbuck and Starbucks sound incredibly similar, which is understandable, but it's really annoying when, you know, my YouTube channel and different things like that, I go by Starbuck, but all of my ats and stuff are Real Starbuck or Starbuck Fox or some variation of that, because then you get 3 different types of confusion. You get people asking, okay, does he go by Real Starbuck? Does he go by Starbuck? Does he go by Starbuck Fox? Does he go by Starbuck Kitsune? There's so many different names and forms of spelling my name, and it's really annoying, to be honest. So let's go ahead and quit the yapping. Why am I making this video? Well, like I said, since August of last year, I've wanted to change my name from Starbuck to something else. And I'm going to be going over some of those names just to kind of get this out of my mind and onto an actual video. So before I start going into these names, I do want to say, I don't know if I actually am going to change my name. I don't know when I'm going to change my name, if I do. I also don't know which one of these names I read out I'm going to change it to. I'm still adding to this list of different names and stuff. So it could be that in the future, it could be a week or a month or a year, you see my name change from Starbuck to something else. Who knows? I could name myself Dorito Man 112 if I wanted to. Obviously, I'm not going to do that. That is crazy, but you get the idea. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this list, and I'll just name off some of my ideas while coming up with these names, and if I like it or I don't. Some of these names on the list I don't like, but I put them there anyways just to have, I guess. Starting off, we have the name Starfrost. You'll notice almost all of these names incorporate the word star. I do think the star in Starbuck is good. Like I said, I don't hate the name Starbuck. It's just annoying to have the name Starbuck. So I'm fine with being associated with stars and astrology and blah blah blah. Starfrost is honestly a pretty good one on this list. I like it a lot. I like the winter. The winter is my favorite season, so you'll see a lot of cold themes with some of these. Next one, this one isn't as good, but we have Starflake because of a snowflake, again with the snow theme. The problem is I feel like the word flake can be associated with things that you don't want to be associated with. Like, I don't know, for some reason, the first thing I think of when I think of the word flake is like dandruff and like the dandruff flaking off. I don't know if that's just me. I don't know. It's a weird association. But anyways, next on this list, we have Mint Frost. You can see this is the first one that doesn't have star in the name. Minty things are cool, and Frost is cool. So you can see both of those. And again, this isn't one that I'm probably going to choose. This is just one that I thought sounded kind of unique. Next up, we have Mint Flake. You can see I was just obsessed with the word mint, frost, and flake. Next up, we actually have my favorite on this list, but I'll explain why I most likely won't use this one. So we have the name Starlight. So I've liked the name Starlight for like forever. This was actually like the first name I put on this list. The problem is, about 2 weeks after I put the name Starlight on the list, I watched The Boys. It's a show about like superheroes and stuff, and one of the characters in it is named Starlight. And I was like, are you kidding me? The second I find a cool name, it's already basically taken by like this super popular character. Or not super popular, but you know, this known character. Also, so many songs have been named Starlight that when you search Starlight into YouTube, you just get like an ungodly amount of music videos and stuff. So it would probably be impossible for me to change my name to Starlight, just because I would have the same issue where you type in Starlight and you wouldn't see any of it, which sucks because like I said, this is my favorite option out of all of them. Next up on the list, I don't like this one, but it's Frost Sky. Those of you who watched my Animal Crossing playthrough, you know that my town was named Pastel Sky. So I basically just took the sky part of that and put frost on top of it. Next up, we have Star Rarity. This one is okay. This one's one of the ones where when I first heard it, I didn't like it at first. And I was like, okay, this is kind of bad. And then the more I look at it and the more I see it, I'm like, okay, it's actually not as bad as it looks. Reasoning for this one is obviously in Rainbow, I've been going by Rarity for like, I don't even know. It's been a long while since I've been going by Rarity. And I figure why not combine that name with Star. I know what you're thinking, why don't you just name yourself Rarity? Why don't you just change your name to Rarity on everything? The problem with that is if you go into YouTube and you search Rarity, you get a whole bunch of MLP stuff, and I think it's going to be the same thing where I just wouldn't be able to have my channel found if it were named Rarity. Next up, we have Raristar. This one's really bad. As you can already guess, it's just taking the opposite of the last one, taking Rarity first and then Star. I don't like this one. Still reading it out anyways. The next one I like, but I think it's too long to be a name. Ethereal Star, and also I'll go ahead and read off the next one, Elemental Star. So Elemental Star, Ethereal Star. I like both of these. The problem is I think that the name is so long that a lot of different websites and stuff might reach the character cap. I've noticed some websites say you can have a maximum of like 10 characters for a username or whatever. So it would be kind of annoying just to go by Elemental or Ethereal or just Star. Next up, we have Startherial. This is me combining Ethereal Star. I don't know. I guess you could also have Element Star or Staramental for the other one. Anyways, that one definitely needs some workshopping. Next up, we have Twilight Star and Twiless Star. These ones, I'm just going to tell you straight up, I'm not using. I was thinking about it, and I was like, no, I don't like it. And then I also named the AI that I've used on my channel Project Twilight, so the name Twilight is already being used. The next two, we have Celestial Fox and Celestial Star, or Celeste Star. I feel like this name is already taken. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Yes, apparently there's a DJ named Celeste Star, and apparently there's a channel with 7,000 subscribers named Celestial Star. So probably not going to be using that one. Next up we have Sprinkle Star. This one again I'm not using. I just I just added it to the list. This one's pretty easy to explain. Sprinkles are colorful and cool, and then Star, I just combine the two. We have another one that I'm straight up not using, Twinkle Star. This one sounds awful, but I thought it was funny, so I put it on the list. And finally, the last one that I have written down, again, I'm probably going to expand this list just to get more ideas on what I could change my name to, but we have Pastel Star. So this one is taking the idea of pastel sky and combining it with pastel star. I actually don't mind this one too much. I use a whole lot of pastel colors for my channel name and banner and things like that, so it kind of makes sense, but I don't know. Now, I don't think a lot of people are going to watch this video, but if someone does watch this video and they have an idea for a name that isn't something absolutely stupid, I mean, you heard the ones that I came up with, and a lot of those are bad. But if someone has a name they'd like to share, they could just put it in the comments, and who knows, maybe I'll use it. Rest assured, if I do make a name change on my channels and social media, it'll all be done the right way at the same time. So I'll basically, in one day, I'll change all of my social medias, I'll change all of my banners and icons and different things that use the name Starbuck, so that there aren't any old websites that I use that still have the name Starbuck, unless of course I can't change the username. I know some websites don't allow me to change usernames, or if I just straight up forget to change a certain website. All the main social medias that I use, such as Twitter and TikTok, and that's basically it, those will be changed, and my YouTube channels will be changed, and all the descriptions and stuff will be changed. So hopefully if I do the name change, nothing will look janky and out of place. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!